So I went to, I'm eating grapes. I went to a resume building workshop early this morning, okay? And I got to thinking of how much money the government, the American government, puts into like these resources. Like, okay, puts lots of money in resources and hires people to help, like, to do these workshops, okay? Like, to help people build their resume and find a job. But then, like, okay, the government wants us to find a job if you don't have one because obviously they want you to work so you can pay taxes and they can live off you. But what really gets me is why wouldn't the government, since they do make money off of us, why wouldn't they just make employers pay a livable wage? There's a lot of people on unemployment right now simply because they refuse to take a crap job, like shit pay. You shouldn't have to, like, I don't know. If I was in the government, I would try to get the highest pay for everybody, especially if I'm living off of them. Like, I feel like, is our fucking politicians and government officials really that fucking stupid? Like, if they're gonna live off of us and live off our tax dollars that we pay every time we work, why wouldn't they like push to like raise minimum wage, keep inflation where it is pretty much, and people can actually live by the time you pay your bills and you take care of your household and you put gas in your car. That's, you're living paycheck to paycheck on like 80% of jobs. Without a college education, that's why I'm going back to college. Without a college education, you cannot make above, I'd say, 20 bucks an hour. And there are like rare cases where people are making 30, 40, $50 an hour off a high school diploma or a GED, but there's not very many. And those jobs are few and far between. So I'm like, I just don't understand why people won't fight to keep pay, get pay raised and keep inflation down. Like, I don't know why every time we pay people more, we jack all the prices up and then it's the same. Essentially, it's worse. It's worse. When you raise minimum wage and then you raise all the fucking prices on everything, then it puts a bigger cap in there. It makes people literally have less. Like, I don't know. I sit and think about shit like that. Like, while I'm sitting here listening to this resume building material, I'm sitting there the whole time. It's going through my head like, this is what the government uses its resources for? Like, you're paying this person to tell me, what words I should say on my resume and what words I shouldn't say on my resume. Like, customize it for every, like, okay, I listened, I get it, but like there's no way he makes that much money. Like the government opens up little tiny jobs for people. He probably makes 14, 15 bucks an hour. I'm just guessing, but it's just pathetic. I hate how this stipulation is, everybody's expected to hurry up and find a job, but it's got to be livable. If you have kids and a family and shit, like, you can't just take any job. I mean, if you're that, hard on your luck and your bills are getting tough, I guess you do have to take every job, or any job that's available. But they want you to be that way. They want you to be in a predicament where you just take a $12 an hour job because that's the first available and you got bills to pay. They want you to have no free time, no time with your kids. And then your kids grow up and be delinquents and in and out of the system, and they can make money off them. And they just keep everybody broke. You can't fight the government if you're fighting to survive. It's just the realizations that I have sometimes just really irritate the crap out of me. It's like I see how the system works. Like, the older I get, the more effed up it seems to be. Like, the whole system is just screwed. And it's designed to keep everybody, like, under their thumb. Keep everybody under your thumb and working for them. I can't stand it. It really makes me mad. I wish they'd spend those same resources as they spend on, workshops and stuff for the unemployed. I wish they'd spend, that kind of money, if not more tax dollars to, like, fight the, get shit lowered for us people. Raised, lowered, whatever. They need to, like, do something. They need to make, like, certain jobs need to have a minimum. Like if you're a factory worker, there should not be a factory that pays less than $20 an hour. They shouldn't even be allowed to. It's an insult for people that work their ass off in a hot, cold, freezing factory. Or factory work's hard work. I've done it for years and years. And to pay people not even $20 an hour, and they expect you to work overtime and all the time and most days of the week, and it's... If you want somebody to not have a life, you better pay them really good to not have a life. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I'm done bitching about it, you guys. Just late night thoughts. Always thinking. Anyways, when we fight it, we scream loud enough. Somebody will listen. Somebody will hear us. And even kids, especially our kids, they're the ones we need to get their little tiny minds turning and thinking the right direction, because, like, old people run the world and they're outdated. They need to give up the fucking program. Anyways, night, guys. Bye.